Hello everyone, welcome. This is our midweek moment again. We're going to look at the text out of 1 Peter, the 3rd chapter, verses 18 through 22. And in those few short verses, there is a whole lot of stuff that's going on. We hear right off the bat that Jesus suffered for the sins once for all, both the righteous and the unrighteous. We hear that Jesus went and made a proclamation to the spirits in prison. We also hear that Noah was saved through the water, and we end our text today with Jesus at the right hand of God. This first week of Lent invites us to think about water. The waters of the flood, the waters of Jesus' baptism. And today in our 1 Peter reading, we have both language of baptism and the story out of Genesis. 1 Peter focuses on the flood story, and it points to God's salvation, not on God's judgment. As we hear, a few, that is 8 persons, were saved. Those 8 people, Noah and his family, they were saved through the water. They were not saved from the water. Water is the saving act of God in that Genesis story. We hear in verse 21, and baptism now saves you, not as a removal of dirt from the body, but as an appeal to God for a good conscience. I would venture that you and I cannot go throughout our days, from the time we get up to the time we go to bed, without using water in some way, shape, or form, right? Today, our reading out of 1 Peter reminds us that water cleanses, water saves, and water sustains. You and I, we are called to live our lives in the waters of our baptism, being in good conscience, choosing to do good in spite of the challenges that might come our way, or even if we do good, doing it in spite of the challenges that might come out of that act of goodness. In the service of baptism, we hear our godparents say to the newly baptized, "Let your light so shine before others, that they might see your good works and glorify your Father in heaven." Amen. I hope you have a wonderful day, and remember to live wet in the waters of your baptism. See you in church this Sunday, my friends, or tonight for midweek worship. God's blessings to you all.